In April 2009, undefeated Carl Frauch made the first defense of his WBC super middleweight title against former undisputed middleweight champion Jermaine Taylor.
And he has to go to the back of the line, round one.
The bout gone off to a fast pace with both men trading heavy punches.
Whether Frauch can take the...
Then in round 3, Taylor with the cleaner punches dropped Frauch for the first time in his career.
Frauch is hurt, right hand, and Frauch goes down!
The British champion quickly got back to his feet, but trailed on points up to the last round. Taylor was assured of a victory, but all he needed to do was to be on his feet when the final bell sounded. However, Frauch stepped on the gas and battered Taylor before dropping him twice to retain his championship.
Using his jab, eats a right hand, another right hand, and he goes down! Oh my goodness! 9, give me a glove. My leg, he's on. Down. Taylor in trouble. Frauch punches, he punches, and it's over. I'm going back to England, Mom, and I'm keeping my title. Carl Frauch shocks the boxing world as he stops Jermaine Taylor in the 12th round.
This all-time classic matchup, Mexican legend Julio Cesar Chavez and Olympic gold medalist Meldrick Taylor met for the unified super lightweight champion. Chavez held the WBC title and came into the bout with an incredible record of 68-0 with 55 knockouts. Similarly, the IBF champion Taylor came in with an unbeaten record.
What his corner won't want him to do.
It was an all-out war from the opening bell as Taylor used his blistering speed to build up an early lead on the scorecards. Meanwhile, the Mexican champion relentlessly pursued Taylor around the ring, landing several crunching shots.
Doing the damage for Chavez.
In the legs of Meldrick Taylor, still a lot of bounce. And that gets back to the fact.
Coming into the final round, Taylor was leading according to the scorecards, and all he had to do was to remain on his feet until the end of the round. Chavez, realizing that his only chance for victory was by knockout, went after Taylor and dropped him in the final seconds of the fight. Taylor managed to get back up, but the referee believed he had taken too much punishment and stopped the fight with only 2 seconds left in the bout.
Unbelievable! Richard Steele stopped the fight with fewer than 5 seconds to go. You're going to watch Lou Duva go crazy now. You're going to watch Lou Duva go absolutely berserk. This is one of the most unusual calls by a referee in the whole history of the sport.
5 seconds left. I cannot believe they stopped that fight from the...
Lennox Lewis became the first British heavyweight champion in the 20th century. After successfully defending the title 3 times, Lewis faced American challenger Oliver McCall in September 1994.
Primary sparring partner.
The fight was meant to be a walkover for Lennox Lewis. However, McCall stunned the boxing world at round 2 with a right cross that landed flush, putting Lewis on his back.
Flicks out that jab. Oh, it's a short right hand. A short right hand.
That's
just
what he
the way
called.
McCall
That's what he
talked about
said.
it. Hey, and Lewis doesn't look good.
9.
This fight
That's
is
it.
over. It is over. What a shocker here in England.
He called it perfect.
Lewis is incredulous. McCall is celebrating. A new heavyweight champ. And it comes...
In January 2003, undefeated Vernon Forrest and Ricardo Mayorga met in a unified welterweight title bout. Forrest was coming off 2 big wins over Shane Mosley and was not expected to have much trouble against a reckless Mayorga.
The fighters are hitting below the belt. They're on the right side of him. He doesn't move around.
Mayorga came out aggressively after the opening bell and had the champion in trouble from the start. Forrest was knocked down in round 1.
It caught Forrest. And down goes Forrest.
But he came back and fought bravely in round 2.
The round because of the knockdown. Now Forrest comes back with his left hook, and Mayorga trades punches with him, and they're going to have a war.
However, Mayorga wasn't done as he continued to throw wild punches and eventually knocked out Forrest in round 3.
Vernon wobbling on his feet as he threw the right hand. He goes down in the face of a crunching right cross.
And that time he was seriously hurt.
Yeah, look at the wobbling in Vernon Forrest. Marty Dinkins stops the fight. Marty Dinkins stopped the fight, and Ricardo Mayorga has done it.
Let's see Vernon Forrest come into the ring rapping the next time. He was so...
In June 2019, unified heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua defended his title against former world title challenger Andy Ruiz Jr. Ruiz was brought in as a replacement, and many thought he had no chance against the Olympic gold medalist. After a brief feeling out process in the early rounds, the action picked up in round 3 as both men let their hands go freely. A left hook from Joshua dropped Ruiz for the first time in his professional career.
Right back in after he got this fight, and there he goes down after getting dropped by Joshua.
However, Ruiz quickly got back to his feet and returned the favor by dropping Joshua twice.
So Joshua's down! What a third round here at Madison Square Garden.
Changing its tune a little bit here.
Diving with a big right hand that lands on Joshua. Headed towards the end of the round, and Joshua's down again!
But after both fighters tasted each other's power, they fought more cautiously in the following rounds until round 7 when Ruiz unloaded again. The man considered a massive underdog dropped Joshua twice to become the new unified champion.
And Joshua in trouble.
And it seems that every time
Joshua finally landing a big blow, and now another. Can Ruiz counter? Joshua's down.
he is in huge trouble now. Maybe
That is it! Andy Ruiz!
In March 2003, Vladimir Klitschko made the 6th defense of his WBO heavyweight title against South African challenger Corey Sanders.
Vladimir Klitschko
Knockout, and appears to attack more aggressively. But Vladimir
Klitschko started well, using his jab effectively. But with 39 seconds left in round 1, Sanders caught Klitschko clean and dropped him.
Lowering his height some more.
Klitschko goes down on a huge left hand inside by Corey Sanders.
Klitschko quickly got back up, only for him to be dropped again almost immediately.
Long time to go in the round. Vladimir down a second time.
And the next big thing is about to become the last big bust if he goes down again.
Then in round 2, Sanders continued from where he'd stopped in the previous round and dropped Klitschko 2 more times to end the show.
Now Klitschko's down a third time, and there are 2 minutes 53 seconds to go in this round.
And he's not seeing that left hand come. He just cannot see the left hand that Sanders is hitting him with.
And he's attacking to try to get out of trouble instead of holding. And this is not going to go well. Another knockdown, the 4th time, and the referee, Gennaro Rodriguez, stops the fight, and thus ends the Vitaly Klitschko, or the Vladimir Klitschko Express.
You can look at Klitschko's body, there's still not much sweat on him at all. Leaving out of the dressing room, waiting for the shoulder in, body is dry as a...
Former Japanese champion Nobuhiro Ishida moved up to middleweight to face undefeated prospect James Kirkland.
My commands at all time, remember guys, I'm fair but I'm firm. Touch him up.
The Japanese star was given no chance against Kirkland. However, Ishida shocked everyone with only 23 seconds into the fight as he dropped Kirkland for the first time.
3 rounds to deal with 2 opponents, and now he gets caught
on a quick counter right inside and goes down.
5,
No one expected that.
6,
Jim, he is hurt.
7, 8.
That's not a slip.
Kirkland quickly got back to his feet to continue fighting, but Ishida sent him to the canvas 2 more times to end the show.
Isn't the profile that most Kirkland opponents portray. Down goes Kirkland a second time.
4, 5.
David Lemieux was the middleweight
7,
puncher from Canada, was
8.
upset
You okay? I'll take a step
last
forward.
night by knockout against Rubio.
So far.
Kirkland is a sitting duck for Ishida's right hand. There it is again.
Third knockdown now, and Joe Cortez is stopping the fight.
That's it. That's
James
it.
Kirkland was
That's it.
fighting Cortez
That's
to
it.
try to
Stay
get
right
up,
there. Stay
and
right there.
Cortez pushed him down. He stopped the fight. James Kirkland has been knocked out.
Stay.
Shocking. We saw James Kirkland walk through 7, 8 rounds of brutal punches from Joel Hooley.
Boxing legend Roy Jones Jr. made history after he won the World Heavyweight title in 2003. Thereafter, he returned to the light heavyweight division to challenge Antonio Tarver for his WBC title as well as the vacant WBA title. Jones defeated Tarver with a controversial majority decision, leading to a rematch.
Let's not ask questions like that. Let's touch gloves and go to work. Let's go to work.
They don't want to wait for the bell. Emmanuel, you seen that before?
I love it.
Once again, Jones came into the rematch as the favorite over Tarver. But after a slow start in the opening round, Tarver opened up in round 2 and had Jones in serious trouble for the first time in his career. Tarver got his revenge and reclaimed his lost titles in style.
Sustained attack against him.
And down goes Jones on a hard left hand, and that is the most that Roy Jones has ever been hurt. Only Lou DeVal ever knocked him down. Jones may not get up, and he makes it up.
It's over.
Jay Nady stops the fight, and Jones is still on Queer Street, and that's amazing. What a statement by Antonio Tarver. One big left hand shot.
He said, what excuses do you have tonight, Roy? No excuses.
And now there's a fight breaking out in the ring. There's a fight between supporters in the ring, and our cameraman, Gordy Sager's gone down.
In June 2013, Chad Dawson defended his WBC light heavyweight title against Adonis Stevenson.
Now, man, you're boxing at the bell. God bless both of you.
Dawson considered this fight against Stevenson as a tune-up and paid little attention to his opponent. But unfortunately for Dawson, Stevenson made short work of him and knocked him down with a terrific hook in round 1.
Against Stevenson as well. Oh, there is the power. Left hand has worked Dawson out.
He's not going to recover from that. This fight is over. We'll see how his legs are when he gets up. Right, he's gone.
He is totally blown
He's
away.
gone. His hands are not up.
There's Michael Griffin has stopped it. He had to. A one-punch wipeout from the new light.
In October 1974, undefeated and undisputed world heavyweight champion George Foreman defended his title against former champion Muhammad Ali in the historic Rumble in the Jungle Bout. This was also one of the few fights where many believed Muhammad Ali stood no chance against an opponent. Up until that time, Ali had only been defeated twice, and Foreman had destroyed both men in less than 2 rounds.
Talking to him. Look at the stare on George Foreman. Look at Ali. Give him the word. Hitting the tremendous left hook. Going to stop Ali. Here we go. Ali quickly across the round.
Ali came out dancing in the opening round and caught Foreman clean with a couple of right hands. Meanwhile, Foreman took the shots well and started landing hard punches of his own.
Ali dances back. Third, left hand on the right eye of George Foreman. Continues to talk. Definitely serious. Tremendous combination.
Once Ali had tasted the devastating power of Foreman, he went to the ropes and covered up, letting Foreman punch at him. The plan was to wear out Foreman in a strategy Ali later dubbed the rope-a-dope.
Definitely. The referee separates the two fighters. There's the vicious left. No real serious damage done. Ali is getting his hand up. Round 5. This is George Foreman's round all the way. Ali, this is a cruising round for him. Foreman really...
Surprisingly, Ali's tactic worked. As Foreman began to show signs of tiredness in the later rounds, and his face became visibly damaged by Ali's hard, fast jabs.
Foreman looks like, well, a bit arm-weary until that right hand is trying to set Ali up. Straight left, and a good right hand taken on the side of the head. Ali's face is not marked. George Foreman gets in a...
Then in round 8, Ali suddenly unloaded and caught Foreman with a combination that ended the fight.
This time he worked over the shoulder of Foreman. This is a combination. 3, 4, 5, 6. Foreman gets up to the knee. 8. That's it. The fight is stopped. Muhammad Ali, a dramatic 8th-round knockout. He knocks out George Foreman. He's done it. Muhammad Ali has done it. Muhammad Ali has done it. The great man has done it.
After winning a silver medal at the 2004 Olympic Games, British Amir Khan quickly compiled a perfect record of 18-0 before facing another undefeated prospect in the person of Bredis Prescott. Once the opening bell sounded, Prescott came forward.
The modern era. Bredis Prescott has knocked out Amir Khan sensationally.
In April 2001, the world's leading heavyweight Lennox Lewis made a routine defense of his WBC and IBF titles against Hasim Rahman. The American challenger came into the bout as a 20-1 underdog against Lewis, who was busy filming for Ocean's 11 in the lead-up to the fight. Lewis looked to control the fight in the early rounds, but Rahman responded with good counterpunches.
Leaped in with the right hand. Rahman's corner was deep.
By the 5th round, Lewis appeared tired and was looking to land a big shot and end the fight.
Right hand, he's having trouble seeing out of his left eye.
Instead, it was Rahman who landed the knockout punch and produced one of the most stunning upsets in heavyweight boxing.
Across the ring. Shades of Oliver McCall, September 24, 1994, in London. Has Rahman pulled the upset? He has. He got a brand new heavyweight champion, and he's from the United States. Seriously, and the way he fought the fight, you could see he wasn't taking him seriously because he wasn't fighting.
In July 2007, the Filipino Flash Nonito Donaire got his first shot at a world title against Vic Darchanyan.
Touch him up. Let's get popping.
Donaire came into the fight as a relatively unknown contender against an undefeated Darchanyan, making the 7th defense of his title. However, Donaire showed no respect for the champion, as he came out firing hard shots at Darchanyan. The fight was competitive in the first 4 rounds, but Donaire had a slight edge over Darchanyan.
Because of his good second half of the round. He did come back very well, and not body work by Donaire. It happened again to Nonito Donaire, but there's Darchanyan, and you saw Darchanyan react. Big straight left hand right on the...
Then, in round 5, Donaire landed a devastating hook that catapulted him into stardom.
Oh, my. Look out! Darchanyan down for the first time! Struggling to get to his feet! In terrible shape, it's all over! It's all over! Nonito Donaire has pulled out the monstrous upset in emphatic fashion! Donaire had started to land the counter left hand.
Which of these knockouts is your favorite? Leave your answer in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and turn on post notifications for more interesting content.
Wow! With the right hand is Buster Douglas, standing straight in front of him.